Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the week of September 12th. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and get a shuffle in here for you, Scorpio. Do hope things are going well, hope things are going good for you. I am using the Psychic Tarot as well as the Higher Self Affirmation deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and see what we have here. Okay, I think that looks just about good enough to me. All right, we'll go ahead and put this up here. And then we'll take 1, 2, 3 of these oracle cards. Okay, so there's definitely something here around relationships that I'm feeling pretty heavily that's going on for you right now, Scorpio. I will try to bring in career messages if I can, but this seems to be a pretty heavy, there seems to be a pretty heavy tone around messages, around relationships right now. It's almost Mercury retrograde, Scorpio. Anyway, yeah, the heavy tone here seems to be around your relationships and specifically long-term relationships, okay, with the Four of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. But there is some level of emotional releasing that needs to happen here for you, okay? Some of you, I wonder if some of you have, here's what I'll say. If you have left a relationship and you have not given yourself time to release, in other words, to cry or to, process that experience fully, I would really suggest doing something that can get you into that place. A therapist once told me that if you're somebody who doesn't cry a lot, a quick tip or an easy hack to sort of get you into that would be to watch a sad movie. And that might bring on the crying. And just throwing that out there, maybe some of you may want to, take that advice. But yeah, if you haven't had an opportunity to release, I would definitely consider doing that. In whatever form that takes. But let's just go ahead and dive in here. Let's get some specifics. So you have the Four of Wands in the overall situation. The Four of Wands is, as it says, foundations and achievements, but it is one of the major marriage cards in the tarot. You can see the young family here, kind of excited about, they're probably just closed on this home, or they're just looking in admiration of the home that they've built. The rainbow above them indicates that things are kind of going well. This can indicate ceremonies, celebrations, marriage, long-term partnerships, but in a workplace context, a new start can come forward as well when you get the Four of Wands, or kind of you reflecting on your foundations and achievements. The thing is, this is about, your long-term relationships in life, whether this is a marriage, which I think for many of you here, this might have been a marriage or is a marriage because of the Seven of Pentacles next to it, but this could be another long-term situation as well. Maybe you've been in, your career for a very long time and there's something that needs to be released there. I'm not saying that you should quit, but I am saying that there's maybe some type of releasing there as well. In the past, you have the Four of Cups as well as the Two of Cups here. So discontent and boredom along with the Spiritual Union card. And, some of you recognized in the past that the relationship that you were in just wasn't working, okay? I think that some of you weren't getting your needs met, or there was a lack of fulfillment in a relationship here. This has come in, or this has been going on or percolating for you for some time. And I definitely feel like this could be very challenging, because this Four of Cups card, this idea of discontent and boredom, this can be very challenging for you because this was a person that you had a very deep connection to. The Two of Cups is like a soul union. It is whatever label you want to give it, right? Twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart, whatever you want to give it. That's the Two of Cups. To me, the Two of Cups is the most powerful love card. You can even see the infinity symbol. These two people think that they are going to be together forever. Or, their souls are in some sort of contract here, as you can see. And I think what happened was you recognize that wasn't going to be the case. In other words, you weren't going to be together forever. And this has been very challenging because this is a very important person to you in your life. And that can be a very challenging situation to go through. Yeah, so I think some of you have been going through some of this right now. Or sorry, you've been going through this here in the past. In the future, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Cups here. So lots of cups showing up, predominantly cups, right? So cups do deal with love, emotions, the heart, situations like that. Can also talk about creativity as well. But the Patience and Planning card, that can talk about long-term family planning or a long-term relationship. In love situations. In money situations, this is about long-term investments, your retirement accounts, your real estate, your investments, or even a long-term job maybe that you've been in. And so for you, there's this pain that you feel, as you can see with this Five of Cups. There's this pain that you feel here connected to a long-term situation that I think some of you are still processing, still working through, working through. Yeah. And again, I think that this could have very likely been somebody that you were married to, or that you were considering marrying, or somebody that you were in a relationship for a very long time with. Again, this person's very important to you. This person's very special to you, but I also think that you were not fulfilled in this situation. And, that happens very often. And so I would say don't beat yourself up, and I would also say that just try to recognize how you feel about this situation. So yeah, and this would apply as well if you are here for if you're here for career situations as well. It's hard to leave a place that you've been at for a long time, that you've given a lot of time to, sweat equity, as they say, to. So let's go ahead and let's move up the pyramid here. So you have the Three of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands, and you have the Seven of Swords here showing up, okay? So, it's interesting. The Seven of Swords is throwing me off, but I'll get to that in a second. So, when I pulled this Ace of Wands, one of my favorite cards in the tarot, I just felt immediately that some of you want more. Like, you want to experience more, you want to feel excited, you want to feel passion about something in your life. And maybe this is with a relationship, maybe the passion in your previous situation just wasn't there anymore. And, maybe it's just you want to be on your own, or you want to experience passion, in other ways, and you recognize that the situation you found yourself in just wasn't conducive to that. This Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning. It's the spark of life. It is something nice. It's also the best card to find if you're looking to physically start something new. Can be a very exciting card for love as well. But, I definitely feel like this has been maybe the driving force here, because there was just some boredom. There's some disconnect. Even though it says discontent, I think there was a disconnect in the values and where you're going, where they're going, all of that. And I think that this has been something, with this Three of Pentacles, the recognition and reward. I don't normally focus in on the recognition part of the Three of Pentacles, but I think that you are instead of being recognized by another person, I think this is something that you've recognized about yourself and about what your needs are, what you want, situations like that. Um, so yeah, I also think that in another area, if you're not really here for love, or if there's this other message here that's coming in, which is you are ignited by your work, and it's almost like you want that feeling of being ignited in other areas of your life. And yeah, I kind of feel like that. Now you have this stand your ground 7 of Swords energy here in the future. I would not be surprised to, if you are going through separation, or you have been through separation recently, with the 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, I would not be surprised if this person tries to hold on to you for some time here. And the thing is, the 7 of Swords card, Deception and Envy, is really probably my least favorite card in tarot, because I've just seen it play out for people. But it can come forward when people are playing mind games. And maybe it's just because personally I don't like mind games, but who likes mind games, right? And so for some of you, you're going to have to find the meaning between the meaning here, okay? And you're going to have to hold strong on what you feel, which is you're not feeling inspired in this other situation. You're feeling discontent in this other situation. And you've made your choice, you've made your move, so stick with it, is what I feel like saying. Let's go ahead, let's get some more details. Let's talk about what this might be some more. So let's take a look at these 3 oracle cards here. Okay, so you have love. I align myself in love and choose to stay there. I think that's a really good card for you. Remain in love, fall in love, stay there. Fall in love and stay there. Let your love flow through you into everything you do. This is your bliss. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think this is the card for you. I got chills when I read that, because I was just like talking about that energy as I was reading this. So you have balance. I choose to walk the middle path. Find your middle path. And then peace. I choose to vibrate in my personal peace. Find your peace. Yeah, look, I think that's going on here with this 7 of Swords card. I feel like somebody's going to try to come in and take that, like take up space, or what is that phrase? Have you heard that phrase? Occupy real estate in your mind, or I own real estate in their mind. People say that to like taunt. And what I feel like saying is, for some of you here, I think it's very important that you just have your personal space right now. Even though it says personal peace, I would say have your personal space right now and guard that, because it's okay. It's okay to do that from time to time, especially if you're going through separation and everything like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at what else we have here. But if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So you have the Emperor, you have the Hanging Man, and you also have the 9 of Swords. Scorpio, question for you. Are you a fixer? Are you a fixer? Because the truth is, I don't think you're suffering in silence. I don't think that's you. Okay, I think that you're, as this card says, vibrating in your personal peace. I think the other person's suffering in silence. And the truth is that you can't fix everything. You can't fix another person. Sometimes we have to allow other people to suffer. And I say that because that allows the other person, not because we want people to suffer. That's not what I'm saying. It's not because we want people to suffer. It's because it allows the other person to understand why they're suffering, and then to eventually come up with a solution to cure their suffering. But you can't do that for them. So, yeah, that's what I think is going on here. There might be some guilt tripping that comes in here in the future. And again, don't let that person occupy real estate in your mind. You have the Emperor and the Hanging Man. You've chosen to let go of somebody, probably a masculine. I don't attach gender to my cards, but the Emperor is like the archetypal father in the tarot, just like the Empress is the archetypal mother. And so this person might have had a masculine energy about them. The Emperor, though, is a very good card for business. Again, I think that your career life is like really good. Like, I think that you get passionate and inspired about your career life and what you do for your career. But it's this other situation here that's has taken up a lot of energy for you recently. You have the Five of Pentacles as well as the Star. Okay, so Five of Pentacles, financial and material changes. You know, the case may be that some of you are like, okay, well, wait, if I leave, then, you know, that's half of the income or whatever the case may be. It's like the income's cut in half, right? Like maybe you were married and it's like you shared a bank account and now you're not, and you're trying to figure that out, right? Or I don't know, legal fees or something, or like, you know, agreements. You know, maybe you signed a prenup, something like that. Like, I think that some of you maybe have had to deal with the other side of that, which has probably not been fun. But you can see light at the end of the tunnel here with the Star, which is the Hope card. And for me, the Star is one of it. You actually have my two favorite cards, the Ace of Wands and the Star. I mean, that's an incredible combination of wishes coming true, you know, getting inspired, getting passionate, you know, new starts, blessings, synchronicities, optimism and positivity. You know, it's also a great card for healing, as it's a big healing card as well. And so, you know, I think that you can really see, the vision and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel here as a result of this stand that you've taken. At the top of the pyramid, conflict and defeat, Five of Swords. I mean, listen, just recognize that conflicts are a part of life and that you are strong enough and absolutely capable of handling any sort of conflict that comes your way. On the bottom of the deck, emotional withdrawal, the Eight of Cups. I think some of you are looking to really do some type of emotional releasing because you've walked away from somebody and you have to just allow that situation to happen, because you've chosen that you've decided that this is the best path for you, and now that you've chosen it, just kind of walk the path that you've now set out for yourself. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.